Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in for another night of EFRL late model stock racing. We are live from Martinsville tonight. Kind of a little bit of a smaller field, but we're going to go 60 laps around the paperclip. Basically, it's just two drag races with 180-degree corners at the end. A little bit of a different racing surface, a little concrete there in the middle of the turns. We'll see how these guys do. No watermelon moves tonight for them, though. Joining me shortly up in the booth, we'll have Mr. Dean Demur.
How we doing?
We're doing great, Dean.
Good. It's good to have you back, Mick. I missed you last week.
You guys put on a pretty good show, though.
Yeah, it was still fun. But glad we got the dynamic duo back.
Awesome. Well, let's check out the point standings real quick before these guys jump to qualify. If I can find them real quick here. Alright, sitting atop our leaderboard is Dean Qualley. He's got 133 points. Right behind him, Donnie Bartlett with 124, tied with Brandon Bowmaker at 124. Josh Yandel is in fourth at 119. Bobby Green is tied with Austin Green and Richard Bernier, all at 118. Farron Elam Jr. at 116. AJ Coppola at 114. Ryan Fry at 78, tied with Michael Sparks. DC Smith is in 12th at 74. Greg Froelich and Matt Moreau. A little light on the drivers tonight. I know sounded like a couple of the guys ran into some problems and got stuck at work or had to work. Could shake up things quite a bit. I know Austin Green is out tonight. He's on vacation. Who said these guys could take a vacation, huh?
That's the response I got too.
So last night in the EFRL, the Transcendent Designs Xfinity Series went from one of the biggest tracks of Pocono to one of the smallest tracks tonight at Martinsville. Pocono, a bit of a rough track for all of us last night. I'm glad to be done with that place.
Yeah, but Pocono is definitely the tricky triangle, and it's a hard track, and then when you get people close together on that track, it's not going to end well.
No, and for me, probably corner 2 is probably the toughest for me all night.
Yeah, turn 2 definitely takes some finesse. You got to almost drive through there straight. You got to pitch it in and just drive straight. It's hard to do. It's definitely not easy.
All right, Dean, looks like these boys are getting ready to qualify.
See who's out on track. Who's very ambitious tonight. It's like almost everyone's on the grid waiting. Josh is rolling out, so is Michael Sparks.
Qualley was fastest in practice. We'll see if he's able to lay down a quick time here.
So your second lap's going to be your money lap. So if you mess up your first lap, that's all right. Just make sure you get a run to the line for the second lap.
And second lap was actually slower than his first. He ran a 20:44 for a second, 20:37 on his first.
Looks like we got Matt Cochran and Ryan Frey in the chat saying hello.
Hey Matt, hey Ryan, how's it going tonight, boys? Donnie Bartlett's sitting down a good time. 20:27. Brandon Bowmaker right behind him with a 20:28. I don't see Dean Qualley out on the track yet. Might be opting to start from the rear.
Nah, I don't think he is. He's sitting on pit road.
Oh, playing a little possum maybe.
He's probably waiting to see what these guys are running, so he knows how hard to try.
Hey, Donnie, thanks for liking the stream, bud. Really appreciate it. Nice qualifying lap there, bud. There we see the 17 starting to roll out.
See what he can do. Dean's been fast this whole season so far. I wonder if tonight's going to be the night he brings it all together.
He's been real close. Ooh, 21-4.
That's his first lap. Second one's going to be better. Guarantee it. Well, looks like he got a little high in the middle 3 and 4. Let's see if he can make it.
No, the second lap was a 20-34, but he's still got that pole though.
Oh yeah, by a long shot. Yeah, you could see him push up in the middle of 3 and 4 there. He killed his momentum.
Well, that number 17 will be starting on the pole tonight.
Must have jet fuel on that thing. A little suspicious there, Mick.
I don't tell nothing. I'm just saying. Let's see, what's our track temp tonight? 82 degrees.
Really, really cool.
Yep. Ambient air temperature is 80 degrees, 56% humidity. It should be a great night of racing. I talked to these guys a little bit. It sounds like they can go the full distance with fuel, so they shouldn't have to pit.
Yeah, that's what I like about these late model stock cars is they have huge fuel tanks. So there's some strategy is involved, but I just like races where I can just take off laps and run a groove and not have to worry too much about tires or fuel. And
All right, bud, if you want to go ahead and run down our grid.
all right, so tonight we've got Dean Qualley on the pole. Donnie Bartlett starts outside of him in P2. Brandon Bowmaker in the 82 starts third. Michael Sparks starts fourth. Joshua Yandow in the 30 car starts fifth on the inside. And then bringing up the rear. Actually, that's my fault. He's not bringing up the rear. Richard Barnier starts sixth. And looks like Bobby Green is going to bring up the rear tonight in the 59 car.
Yep, looks like Bobby, I do believe, was the only one that didn't qualify.
Might be a good decision. See if they wad him up here in turn 1.
Yeah, going in turn 1, you definitely got to be careful. You get a couple cars sideways in here, that's going to block that whole thing.
Don't have too many cars running tonight, but you don't need too many cars to create a huge pileup.
No. We got Travis Lepenis over on Facebook saying, "Go Dean."
I'd say Dean Qualley's the fan favorite tonight.
Oh, he's been so close so many times, we just want him to finally break through.
It's good that it's like a bittersweet feeling. You fast and you're that close every week, but when you're not getting the wins and the results that you want, it's frustrating and it makes you question if you can actually win. So I think that's the point that Dean's at right now, actually, and well, I think tonight's gonna be a good night for him.
As long as the storms doesn't get him, he said it has a lot of storms right around his area, so hopefully he doesn't lead 59 laps and get taken out by power outage or something.
Yeah, that'd be pretty rough, Mick.
It'd be like all those times that Dale Earnhardt came so close to winning the 500 just to be taken out by something weird. I think one time he ran out of fuel, one time he hit a bird.
Yeah, blue tire.
Yep.
Like all the last lap stuff or late in the race. It was just weird how that happened.
Hey, John, thanks for liking the stream, bud. Really appreciate it. All right, we got 2 pace laps. Lights are off on the pace car. These boys are getting ready to go green. Pace car is dipping off. This one does have a really long pit road. If you have to pit, you're going to be going down a lap for sure.
Probably too. Green's out. Oh, what a late start by Dean.
They're going to go side by side as they enter down into 1.
Ooh, a little contact off of 2. Dean stretches it out about 3 car lengths on the back. Oh, they're running over each other in the back.
Looks like they kept it straight.
Single file already. That didn't take long.
No, and one of the key things here is to make sure you hit your marks every lap and be smooth.
"60 laps is still a long enough race to where you can burn your tires up in a hurry if you're not taking care of them."
Oh, big time, yeah. Especially with this older surface that Martinsville has. I think they just celebrated their 75th year anniversary for the track.
That's a long time of making drivers upset with each other.
Probably one of the most memorable races for me seeing here is when Matt Kenseth came back out and was he wrecked Joey Logano or was it Hamlin?
It was Logano, yep, in 2015.
Yep.
Jeff Gordon won that race.
That's my boy right there.
I forgot what year it was, but when Clint Boyer took Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson 3 wide into 1, and they all 3 wrecked. That was quite the moment.
Yeah, not something you should ever do at Martinsville is go 3 wide.
I think Ryan Newman gave him a really good push on the restart, and he just took it, but the hole quickly filled. There's nowhere to go.
Now, Dean's built up a little bit of a cushion over the 21 of Bartlett, but Bartlett's got a mirror full of the 82.
Yeah, I've been watching Brandon the last few laps. Looks like he might be a little quicker right now. He's just looking, watching, and see where Donnie's weaknesses are, and eventually he'll pounce on it.
Yeah, definitely. You got to play the patience game here.
Definitely, it's going to be extremely hard to pass, especially in these cars where they have such low horsepower. So you just got to get close, stay close, and wait for the person in front of you to make a mistake.
Yep. One thing I've noticed that with the laps winding down towards the end of the race, these guys do get a little more excited and want to use that front bumper a little bit, but you got to be careful not to do that at the wrong time, because if you do it too early, you'll get that bumper back.
That's right. It's called a bump and run for a reason. Once you bump, you better run away, because you're going to get it twice as bad when he gets back to you.
Yep, it takes a special skill to do the bump and run and not the bump and crash.
Yeah, especially with these cars, it's really easy to lift the rear tires off of the guy in front of you, so you just gotta barely nudge him, just enough for him to get up the track and not wreck.
With the advanced race that we'll have after this one, you guys will most definitely have to pit.
Yeah, I think it's 120 or 125 lap.
Yep.
So.
And I think you're going to be starting with about 69 laps worth of fuel if you're lucky.
Yeah, I would assume most guys are gonna just split it in half, but we'll see how the strategy goes, and if we get any cautions, that definitely plays a role and all that.
Yeah, but then this week there was a little bit of a rule change too. No competition caution, right?
I'm not 100% sure on that. I know we didn't have one last week. I don't know if that was going forward or not, but okay. I haven't heard anything, so I would assume that we would not have a competition caution.
And we're 15 laps into this event already, and Dean Qualley has set sail.
Yeah, he's well over a second and a half in front of Donnie Bartlett, just checking out.
Hopefully he's staying smooth and thinking about those tires for the end. And Matt has confirmed there is no competition caution for the Advanced Series.
There you have it. I didn't assume we did, because I know that the rule was changed, but I guess it's moving forward. I thought that was just something we were trying.
Gotcha.
But it worked last week. I like the product, even though I had an unfortunate event go down again. I like how the race was gonna go and just run it all the way to the end.
Bartlett and Bowmaker are still staying pretty close to each other.
Yeah, Bowmaker's not letting Bartlett get away. He's gapped him a little bit, but Brandon could also be saving his tires right now.
Oh, definitely.
There's no sense of running hard behind a guy, burn your stuff up, when you can just kind of lay back, few car lengths, back corners up, let him burn up his stuff.
Yep, and then 15 laps to go, just get after him.
Yeah. You can push late hard. You can push hard late in these cars, but you gotta be careful when you start pushing, because if you save just enough tire to make it to the end, you will start getting tight. And it's all about timing when you want to go, because if you go too early, then you're not going to go anywhere.
Looks like the 71 of TJ Bernier is pretty off pace. It looks like he's probably going to be dropping a lap here pretty quickly. Ooh, he pushed hard in that last corner real slow.
Yeah, he looks extremely tight right now. I don't know what's going on with that Rocky Faith Motorsports race car.
He might have a little bit of damage to that left front. Right in front of the wheel.
That could be causing the tightness. I think he had some contact on the first couple laps. It's just killed it since.
Yeah, Dean's coming up pretty quick on him. You'll have to navigate around him.
TJ's a good sport. I'm sure he'll move out of the way once Dean catches him here.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, you can see him move to the high side there. Ooh! Got up to the wall a little too high.
Too high.
Too high, TJ, too high.
Hey, the effort was there. You gotta appreciate that. Yeah, when someone's coming faster than you, it's just common courtesy to let him go.
Yep. He definitely has no handling car right now. He's got a handful.
Yeah, and we're not even halfway through the race yet. He's not gonna be a very happy driver at the end.
No, sir.
Looks like again this week it's Dean's race to lose. He is like almost a full corner away from second place.
Yes, he
At the
is.
straightaway.
Hopefully we don't give him the curse, though. Oh, the 71 is hard into the wall. He's jumping to the pits.
And he looks like he is done for the night. He had enough.
Bowmaker's caught back up to the 21 machine. He is right on his bumper, looking to make him move onto the inside.
Oh!
Donnie goes way high.
I don't know if he's letting him go or he just didn't want to get booted there.
Kind of looked like he just overshot the corner, misjudged it a little bit. Like maybe looking in the mirror a little bit too much and not enough looking forward.
But Brandon did exactly what I was saying. He was laying back, saving tire, and then I guess halfway is when he feels like he needs to start going. So let's see if he can make up the gap to Dean at all. Be interesting to see how much speed he has in that 82 car.
He's looking pretty strong right now.
Joshua Yando and Michael Sparks is coming right back into the picture as well. They've caught these guys the last few laps.
Let's see, last lap. Bowmaker was faster than Dean Qualley by 3/100ths of a second.
But at the same time, Mick, Dean really does not have a reason to push.
Oh, definitely not, no.
He's way out front. He's just going to manage what he's got and let him burn up his stuff getting there. That time around, Dean was about a tenth faster, so.
Yep.
He must have noticed that he was catching him a little bit, so he's just going to pick up the pace for a couple laps and then calm back down. That's how you manage a gap.
Yep, exactly. And keep that guy in second, pushing it a little too hard.
That's right. If you're not pushing and you know he is and the gap's not changing, you're sitting pretty.
Hey, Jesse, thanks for liking the stream, bud. Appreciate it. We are live from Martinsville right now. Just a little over halfway. Dean Qualley has a comfortable lead over Brandon Bowmaker in second. Jesse Barr in comments says, keep your stuff good, Donnie. You got this. Yandow's closed up the gap a little bit on Bartlett.
Brandon Bowmaker's driving away a little bit from these other two.
interesting to see if Dean gets a win, if he actually takes the challenge and jumps up to the advanced class tonight.
With the performance he's putting on and the lap times, his qualifying lap and then his race laps, I would say he would probably want to hop up and see what he can do.
Definitely, just throw your hat in the ring and see what shakes out. Quali lap in the 59 car of Bobby Green. Yeah, Dean's got about a quarter lap lead right now.
That's insane. Brandon Bowmaker closed in 2/10 that lap, but that's probably because Dean was lapping Bobby Green.
We had to navigate around the 59. Yep, that last lap, Dean was back faster again by 2/10.
Yep. Just really impressive how Dean's able to just keep the same pace the entire run. He's not really having that much fall off.
No, and he's staying very smooth. His lines are consistent every lap.
The last probably 10-15 laps, he's been in the high 4s and low 5s consistently.
We got 15
Been like
laps
that the
to
whole
go.
race.
I think the battle's going to be for second.
Donnie's there. He's not gone yet.
Bobby Green moves up to that high side and gives them guys plenty of room to race. Be interesting to see if Yandel's been just pacing himself, waiting, or if he's actually got some tires left.
Well, if he's gonna go, he better start going quick.
Dean's last lap was a 20:36.
That's insane. That's really quick for late in the run.
Yeah. Laps to go for the 17 of quali. Bowmaker second, Bartlett in third.
I think the battle to watch is for third. I know Josh wants that interview. He closes up in the middle, and then they have equal drive off. Not really gaining much, but he's not losing anything.
Yeah, they're all staying pretty consistent. Come to line, we got 6 laps left for the 17 of Dean Quali.
That third place battle's heating up. Almost threw a blanket under these three. Josh really sent it in that time. He knows time's running out.
Looks like he's pushing up just a little bit in the center of the corner and losing on entry, or on exit.
Yeah, it's really, really hard to step over that boundary.
Four laps to go.
I don't know, Mick. I don't think he's going to be able to get there.
No, I don't think so either. These guys are too evenly matched. Lap times are almost identical.
Yeah, that's another good point. When lap times are identical, I mean, it's just impossible to make up any ground. Even if you're right there, you can see their weaknesses, and you try to overstep yours, and then you lose time, and then you can just never get it back. We're going to be coming around to the white.
White flag lap for that number 17 machine of Mr. Dean Qualley. Fast Tracks Trucking sponsored machine. Also sponsored by us here at All the Dirt. Coming out of turn number 4 for the last time, Dean Qualley is going to lead us to the line.
Hell of a job.
Bowmaker hold on to second, Bartlett for third. Very clean race by everybody involved.
Very, very clean race. I know we only had 7, 8 cars, whatever it was, but these guys did a really good job.
Alright, we'll give these boys a second to get themselves composed and get up in the interview room. Dean's ready to go. He was the first one in there.
He wants it. Let's see if we can pull in second place finisher Brandon Bowmaker here. Brandon, Dean and Mick up in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man. First of all, congratulations on the podium finish there in P3. Looks like just a quiet race, which is necessarily not a bad thing. Just kind of give us your perspective on how it went for you.
Yeah, I was pretty much just trying to learn the track from the get-go. I've never drove this car on this track. Kind of fell in line. Looked like Donnie kind of made a mistake there, and when we got into lap traffic, and I was able to capitalize, and there was no running Dean down, so he was pretty fast tonight. Just glad to finish where I did.
Yeah, no doubt. Looks like you, Brandon, and Josh were all right under a blanket most of the race there. It was definitely you all did a good job not making contact and just kind of running your own races.
Yeah, this is Brandon, by the way. P2.
Whoops.
Oh,
Yep. No, it's fine.
My fault. My fault. I said your name and I still said P3.
Yeah. No, it's all good. But yeah, Dean, yeah, and he had some good speed, and Donnie was getting back to me there at the end. I'm glad I had enough tire to hang on.
How were your tire wear at the end there?
Oh, it's horrible. I was at 50% on the right front.
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah, I just looked at that. Like, I'm not even sure how I was hanging on at the end.
Well, congratulations on your second place finish tonight.
Thank you.
Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to tonight?
Yeah, just my son for the paint scheme, Dean for hosting, and you guys for broadcasting. It's a lot of fun.
Awesome, bud. Well, congratulations. Hopefully we'll see you back on the podium next week.
I'd sure like it. Thank you.
All right, we got third place finisher up in the booth, Donnie Bartlett.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Pretty good, pretty good. Now that we got the right person in here, congratulations on your third place finish. Just kind of tell us about how your race went.
Oh, I'm only doing 5 laps before tonight. I really wasn't expecting do good, but tweaked on it there a little bit. Got kind of quick. Then during the race, I just overdrove the car trying to run down Dean, try to stay with him, and he's just too fast. So I kind of used up my front tire there a little bit. I don't even know what I ended up with. But all in all, it was a good race. The 71 kind of messed up my rhythm there a little bit. Let Brandon close up on me, and I didn't want to stop his run, so I let him go and try to run Brandon back down. But without using the bumper here, it's kind of hard to pass. So all in all, it was a fun night.
Yeah, for sure. For a race at Martinsville, there was definitely a lot of respect out on track, and it was good to see a green flag run and watch y'all try to maneuver the track and have a couple passes there.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, definitely. Good job tonight, bud. Anybody you'd love to give a shout out to tonight?
My girlfriend for letting me play on this. You guys up there in the broadcast booth, Mick, for everything he does for the team, the broadcasting, the paint schemes, they're awesome. Dean for putting on the league. Brandon for always racing me clean. It seems like I'm always around Brandon. We always seem to race clean.
Awesome, bud.
Awesome.
Well, we look forward to seeing you back next week. We'll see how you do then.
Thanks, sir.
All right, he finally got that monkey off his back tonight. We got Mr. Dean Qualley.
Hey, fellas, finally did her.
Good to have you up in the booth with a win. You kicked their asses tonight. What do you have to say?
You know what? The car it felt so good to drive. It almost felt like my home track here when we're driving on this track, just with the braking and the gas. Easy on the throttle out, and the braking. Yeah, it felt good.
You were doing very smooth all night.
Yeah, that might have played a factor. I just tried to stay content. I got excited for a few laps, anyways. But overall, this is my first win ever. It feels really good.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, bud. I was telling Dean about quarter way into the race, I was like, well, I hope you don't lead 59 laps and then get taken out by the storm that's by you.
Yeah. I'm just glad it didn't happen that way.
that would have been unfortunate, but no, you were definitely really fast all night. You ran really, really, really consistent lap times. Well, at one point, Mick was like, "Wow, he just ran a 3." We were like 40, 50 laps into the run, so that's really impressive.
Well, thanks. Well, yeah. I can't believe I finally won one.
So now you're going to jump up in the advanced and show those boys how it's done?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually in my personal vehicle right now, going to get Jackson from his workout class that he was in, and I'm hoping to be back to make it into the advanced series.
Well, you're definitely got to haul some butt then.
Right now, yep.
All right, but we'll let you go. You have good luck, and we'll see you here in a little bit.
All right, thanks guys for everything. Thanks to the league and the series. I mean, that's a good group of guys for sure. And too bad there wasn't a few more tonight, but with circumstances, I mean, I talked to a few that couldn't make it, but oh well, on to next week.
Definitely. All right, Dean, you have a good one. We'll see you in a little bit.
Sounds good.
See ya.
See ya.
All right, we got the rookie race out of the way. Now we're going to move on to the advanced. Did you learn enough, Dean? You going to try to pull one out?
We'll see. Lady Luck hasn't been on my side in the last few weeks, so I'm just gonna go out and do my best and see what the racetrack gives me.
All right, bud. Well, good luck, and we'll see you back here in just a little bit.
Appreciate it. We'll catch you later.
Yep. Alright everybody, stay tuned as we switch over to the EFRL Advanced Series. We got about 20 minutes before they go to practice, so we will see you shortly. looks like we're going to have a nice large field for the Advanced Series tonight. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss any of that door-to-door racing action live from Martinsville. Michael Steele back in action tonight. Alright, we'll jump on practice with these boys. They got 14 minutes left to practice. And then we will be going to qualifying for the Advanced Series. We'll see if Mr. Dean Qualley will have something for these boys in the Advanced Series if he makes it back in time. Hopefully he doesn't get a speeding ticket. There's the 41 of our co-host, Mr. Dean DeMer. Hopefully he's got a little better luck tonight in that number 41 Carhartt Fry Trucking sponsored late model machine. Ooh, Dean has set down a blistering pace at 1998. Let's look at our track conditions to see if they've changed anything from our rookie race. Track temperature is still 83 degrees. Ambient temperature is 80 degrees, so pretty similar. Talking to the guys during practice of the rookie race, they were talking about 80 or 69 laps worth of fuel, roughly. These guys are running a little faster. They're going to burn that fuel off a little bit quicker. Dean Qualley's fastest time for qualifying was a 20.14, which would currently put him in right at around that 7th place position. Looks like we do have 17 cars registered for tonight's event. Alright, while these boys are doing this, we're going to run over and do our national anthem real quick before the start of our A main. Everybody, please rise for the singing of our national anthem. Alright, we got 7 minutes left to practice. We're going to go over our standings for the Elite Entertainment Advanced Series. Currently sitting on the top of the point standings, Ben Morrow, that number 13 machine with 141 points. Travis Lapinus in second with 136. Dean DeMuro only 2 points behind him. Kyle Lerngefeld in fourth. Devin Smith in fifth. Brad Stefan in 6th, but only 1 point behind Devin. Josh Fox, 1 point. Actually, Josh Fox is tied with Matthew Setzer for 7th, just 1 point behind Brad Stefan. Dwayne Kernahan is in 9th, Forrest Smith in 10th, Matt Cochran in 11th, Michael Steele in 12th, Dustin Carroll 13th, followed by Adam Capps, Frank Hughes, Forrest Hamilton Jr., Aiden Gordiano, whose first race was last week, Jeremy Lepanis, who's a part-time, Dan Park, and Larson Parker. I do want to give a big shout out to that number 5 machine of Michael Steele. Michael and Marcy brought their little baby Vivian into the world just a couple days ago. Congratulations, Michael and Marcy, on that bundle of joy. You guys have began an amazing journey that you will not regret for the rest of your lives. Treat every day like it's the best day on earth, and you will be the happiest people around. Congratulations once again to Michael and Marcy Steele. Five minutes left to practice. Matthew Setzer in number 3 machine, sitting just outside of the top 5. Oh, and in 5th place, we got the rookie race winner, that number 17 machine of Mr. Dean Qualley. He's already set down a faster lap time in the advanced session than he did in the rookies. So far, he's at a 20:07. $125 laps, a lot longer. We will have a pit stop in here. We are going to have a full field tonight. 18 cars have set down quick time so far. First time we've seen Larson Parker in a hot minute. Currently sitting in P number 9, tied with Smith, and just 1/10 behind Setzer. Parker's always been fast. He won our inaugural super late model season here with the EFRL. See if he's able to bounce back from missing a week. The closer, Travis Lepanis, being up front all season long. See if he can get another podium finish tonight in that number 16 Ford Mustang. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have just a couple minutes left in practice before we jump into qualifying. Go over our race info one more time. 125 laps tonight around this paperclip track. You can see the 16 there dumping down pit road. This pit road is really long. It runs almost the entire lap. So if you have to pit under green flag conditions, it's going to be a challenge not to go multiple laps down. One thing these drivers are going to be careful on, they can do about 69 laps on fuel, but if they don't set their pit strategy up properly, they could overfill that tank and be stuck on pit road a lot longer than they want to be. It is currently 80 degrees here in Martinsville, Virginia. It's going to be a wonderful race tonight. Plenty of grip. Talking to the guys in the rookie race, their tires were roughly 50%, so if these guys opt to not take the one set of tires they have anytime during the race, these cars could be greasy by the end of the race. Alright, before we jump into practice, let's go over our series sponsor. Our Tuesday night advanced late model series is sponsored by Elite Entertainment, upstate South Carolina and western North Carolina premier entertainment company, specializing in weddings, public and private events, as well as offering an array of services to local venues, including karaoke, trivia, sing-o, and live music management. Be sure to check them out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. There is a link in the show description tonight. I'd like to thank Mr. Adam Capps for coming on as our title sponsor for the Advanced Series with the Elite Entertainment. Alright, these boys are getting ready to qualify. Thanks everybody for joining us tonight. We saw the 60-lap rookie race go flag to flag, green flag. Be interesting to see how the advanced drivers handle this tricky track called the paperclip. Looking at this view, you can see it is super long straightaways with very tight corners at the end, very little banking. Also known home of the watermelon move. If you watched Ross Chastain last year, you know what I'm talking about. Dean Demers first lap of 1997. See if he's able to improve on lap number 2. 1994. Dustin Carroll starting his first lap. Be interesting to see if Mr. Dean Qualley plays a little bit of possum and comes out late like he did during the rookie race. Carroll Setzer's, Dustin Carroll's first lap of 2025. Josh Fox with a 20.04 jumps up to P number 3. Carroll gets a little loose coming out of turn number 4. Second lap looks like to be about the same. Riding along with the number 95 of Mr. Devin Smith, Dakfu Enterprises Dodge Challenger. Devin coming around to complete his first lap. Devin jumps up to P number 8, tied with Matt Cochran at a 21.4. Lap time a little bit slower for Mr. Devin Smith. "15 cars have taken a quick time so far. Mr. Dean Qualley has not." How's everybody doing out there in TV land tonight? Dean Qualley has entered the track. Coming out of turn number 4, he's getting that number 17 Ford Mustang wound up for his qualifying lap. He had some pretty fast times in practice. He knows how to get around this track. Coming to the white flag. We'll see how his first lap is. Ooh, a 20:37. Coming around for lap 2. Oh, did he run out of time? He did. He was unable to complete his second lap. That's going to leave him in P16. Alright, so starting on the pole, we got that number 41, our co-host from the rookie race, Dean Demers Jr. Starting outside of him, we got that number 2 of Larson Parker. Starting in third, Josh Fox. Starting in fourth, Bradley Stefane. In fifth, we got that 65 machine of Kyle Lingerfelt. Starting in sixth, Dwayne Kernahan, one of our drivers from the Great White North. Ben Morrow is in seventh. Forrest Hamilton Jr. is in eighth in that number 8 machine. That could be good luck. Matt Cochran, Darnell Racing, starting in P number 9. Starting in 10th, Devin Smith. Starting in 11th, Matthew Setzer. Forrest Smith in that number 81 machine is going to be rolling off P12. Rolling off in 13th, we got Mr. Adam Capps in that number 2 machine. Dustin Carroll's going to be starting 14th outside of him. In the inside, we got Mr. Travis Lapenas in that number 16 machine, another one of our Canadian drivers. Followed by Dean Qualley in the 16 for 17Q Motorsports. Michael Steele is going to be starting 7th, and I do believe those last 2 drivers are our race control for tonight. So we go on green for all of the starts and restarts here. No competition caution. And we are going to see how these boys do at 125 laps. From Martinsville. We'll have 2 pace laps, and then we will be dropping the green flag. Let these boys sail off into turn number 1, and hopefully we come out of turn number 2. There's pit road exit. Pit road speed is a super slow 35 miles an hour. Hopefully these boys don't run over my camera down there in the corner tonight. Alright, we will be going green as we exit turn number 4. See if Mr. Dean DeMer can turn around that luck tonight. Coming out of turn number 4, Flagman has got the green in hand. He's ready to wave. Parker and the 41 of DeMer battling side by side for the whole first lap. Oh, Parker's blinking out a little bit. Still staying to that high side, trying to squeeze that 41 down. Josh Fox falling right behind them. Dean's able to clear the 18. Brad Stefan sitting in P number 4. Kernahan and Lingerfeld battling side by side for that P5 position. Kernahan not ready to give up that position quite yet. Ben Morrow sitting back there in 7th place. Patiently waiting for these boys to sort it out. But there's a huge gap splitting 5th place from 4th place of Lingerfeld. These two continue to battle side by side. Oh, 65 bobbles a little bit. They get close, but no touching. Lingerfeld's going to clear the 36 after that little bobble. Dwayne got just a little too high as they entered the corner. Now Dwayne's trying to find a way to get down to that bottom line. Ben Morrow's going to get by, and maybe Hamilton. Oh, Kernahan touches the back of that 13 machine just a little bit. Cochran way up into the marbles. He's going to lose several positions. Still trapped on that high side. Top 4 cars have broke away. Michael's still now moving underneath that number 4 machine as well. .95 of Devin Smith is going to try to take advantage of this, along with the 17 of Quali. Cochran's going to have a lot of ground to try to make up. We're only 12 laps in and he has lost 7 positions. Quali looking to make it 8. Back up front, we got the 41 and 18 with a little bit of a gap over the 3rd place car of Josh Fox. .18 is right on the bumper of that 41 machine. Top 4 cars have a quarter of a lap lead over the rest of the field currently, with Lingerfelt battling side by side with Kernahan earlier. That cost him a lot of track time. Ooh, caution on the field. Looks like the 36 of Kernahan is involved. We were just talking about him. Oh, he gets down into that corner a little too hot. Gets into the back end of the 13. He brakes, trying to let the 36 gather it up, and stacks him up behind him. Collects the 8, the 81, the 3, the 2. Looks like Travis Lapenis is going to squeak through along with Michael Steele down low. Smith and Qualley just trying to get on the brakes to not hit anybody. You can see how that crash pretty much blocked the entire track. We do have quite a few drivers at pit. Larson Parker, Ben Morrow, Matt Cochran, Forrest Smith. Kind of shocked by Larson Parker. He was running second. Dean Qualley's in the pit. Looks like these guys are just going to take fuel and maybe play their long game. Oh, that's what's throwing me off. I saw that number 9 machine. That's actually Daniel Park. I thought that was Paul Irvin. I was like, it shows him out, but he's on the track. I don't get it. Only the top 5 cars have stayed on the track. Everybody else has pitted. These drivers will have to pit. The setup we are running tonight only comes with enough fuel to run roughly 69 laps. So regardless, we will see these people pitting before the end of this race. Base car's off. Dean Demers is going to lead us to the green flag as they come out of turn number 4. Gotta wait for them to say green before he can start. 2. Second caution is out. Unfortunately, cautions breed cautions. Looks like we're coming 3 wide out of turn number 2. Kernahan down low, right behind the 81 of Smith. Up high we have the number 9 of Daniel Park. Let's jump up front with that 13 machine. Kind of looks like where it's going to be starting. Lingerfeld come to a complete stop in the corner. What is going on there? Blinking of 18. But why would you just stop? That one will definitely be a post-race review. Top 5 cars continue to stay out. Thanks everybody for joining us tonight for the Elite Entertainment Advanced Series live from Martinsville Motor Speedway. Elite Entertainment is an upstate South Carolina and Western North Carolina's premier entertainment company specializing in weddings, public and private events, as well as offering an array of services to local venues, including karaoke, trivia, singo, live music management. Be sure to check them out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We got a link in the show description tonight if you are looking for entertainment in that area. Check out Elite Entertainment LLC. Thank you very much. Larson Parker down is in the pits. I'm guessing they told him to maybe park that car due to his excessive blinking, because that's what caused that crash. I'm sure Kyle Lingerfeld was not very happy about that. Nothing he did wrong. Dean DeMer going to lead us to green one more time. He's got the 89 of Brad Stefan on the outside of him. See if Brad can anticipate the green flag and stick with him. Stefan dips down in behind the 41, followed by Josh Fox, Travis Lapanis, Dustin Carroll up in the top 5. And there he is, Mr. Dean Qualley is up to 7th place. He's going to be one of our biggest movers of the race so far. As long as he doesn't get trapped on that high side. Up 7 positions from where he started. We got that number 5 machine, Proud Papa, Mr. Michael Steele. was involved in that last wreck a little bit. I don't really see any damage on that number 5 Ford Mustang. Got Adam Capps trying to track him down. He got trapped on that high side, has fallen back, restarted in 7th. He is all the way down to 13th before he was able to find a home on that bottom line. 13 of Ben Marl's got some damage. Still able to hold on tight. It's Martinsville, it's short track racing. These cars will be a little beat up, but they will still perform as long as there's no mechanical failures. A little aero damage isn't going to hurt these cars. Ben parking that Daniel parking that number 19 machine. All the way up to P number 7. Right behind him, we got that number 4 car of Matt Cochran. Dean Demur continues to lead, followed by that number 89 of Bradley Stefane. Brad's been running a lot of official races lately in the late model stocks and in the super late models. Really been honing in on his race craft. It looks like it's suiting him pretty well. He is right on the back bumper of that 41 machine. Top 5 cars are the only ones that haven't pit so far in this race. Actually, top 4 cars. They only have roughly 30 laps left of fuel. Green flag pit stops at Martinsville are extremely tricky. Hopefully these boys under caution have set up their options of whether or not they're taking 2 tires, how much fuel they're going to put in these machines, because you can overfill them. They have a really large tank. If you fill them up all the way, you will be stuck on pit road a very long time, as I do believe it was Brad Stefane found out week number 1. 13 machine of Ben Morrow is making a move underneath the 92 of Dustin Carroll. Top 3 cars you can throw under a blanket. Alright, let's do a little section we call Crank It Up. Third caution is in the air. See if we can't track down, see what happened. Not our race leader. Dean's bad luck continues to haunt him. Stefan closes that gap a lot quicker than he was anticipating. Gets to the back bumper of the 41. Once would have been alright. Second time he delivers a shot. He breaks. 23 gets into the back of the 89. Bumped the inside wall. Not too hard of a hit. Depending on how soon he was able to get going, though, that's going to cost him a lot of track time. Ooh, looks like he did more damage there just trying to get going. Unfortunate set of events for that number 41 machine of Dean DeMurda. All the drivers have now pit. We are just about halfway home. That puts the 13 of Ben Morrow on the lead, or is Dustin Carroll the leader? Ben Morrow. Ben Morrow, Dustin Carroll, Devin Smith, and Matt Cochran are going to lead us to the green flag. Jump by the 13. 92 was sleeping a little bit on that restart. Ooh, 92 gets into the wall, scrapes off a little bit of speed, allowing Devin Smith to get to the inside. Dean Foley back up in the hunt, back up to P number 7. Yeah, Jeremy Michaels hanging on pretty good so far tonight. Currently sitting in that 8th spot, trying to keep his nose clean. Adam Capps trying to get underneath the 92 of Dustin Carroll. Travis is up 10 positions from where he started, battling right now with that number 4 machine. Able to clear him that time by as they come out of turn number 2. A lot of people refer to this place as 2 drag strips. Their straightaways are super long. Dean Qualley, our rookie race winner, currently up to P number 7. He is up 9 spots from his starting spot. Dean DeMur involved in that last incident right in front of Mr. Michael Steele. He's currently in 9th, trying to work his way back to the top of the heap on this one. Demur looking to the inside of the 23 of Fox. Unable to make the move. Ben Morrow with that clear air on the front of his machine. Both sides of his front end look to be narrowed up just a bit, but he's holding on pretty tough right now over the number 95 of Devin Smith. Dwayne Kernahan currently the only car one lap down. If a caution does come out, he will get a wave around. Top 5 looked like they've spaced out just a little bit. Adam Capps looking to make a move though. Dean Demur is now up to 8th. We'll continue to watch his climb through the ranks. He's got that number 17 machine of Dean Qualley right in front of him. And we are halfway through this race. Dean Demur trying to look around the outside of Dean Qualley, trying to make a move. 92 is around. Qualley gets into the back of the 4. The 41 makes it through unscathed. See what happens with the number 92 machine. Adam Capps just gets in there a little too hard. Ooh, the 23 takes a hard hit from the back. Steel is spun out, but it doesn't really look like he has any damage, but he's going to lose a ton of track positions getting going straight. Along with that 4 car. Dean Qualley in the pits taking right side tires. Dean was already in the pits earlier. Kind of shocked to see him back in again. Unless he had a little bit of damage that was holding him up. Ben Morrow is going to continue to lead this thing. We are caution number 4, live from Martinsville. Thanks for joining us for the Elite Entertainment Advanced Late Model Stock Series. Elite Entertainment, upstate South Carolina and western North Carolina's premier entertainment company, specializing in weddings, public and private events, as well as offering an array of services to local venues including karaoke, trivia, singo, and live music management. Be sure to check them out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. There is a link in the bio. Technically a link in the show description. Thank you for becoming our premier sponsorship for the Advanced Series. Dean Demur is now up to P number 4. Looking to regain that lead after getting spun by Stefan earlier. Stefan has made his way back up to 7th. Matt Cochran, even after that spin, is showing in 4th place. The 4 and the 41 have not had the best of luck around each other in the last couple weeks, so hopefully nothing happens. If you are looking for a place to race, EFRL has racing 3 nights a week and doubleheaders live on Tuesday. Ben Morrow leading us down to the green flag. Morrow, Cochran, Demur, Lapinas, and Steele. Ooh, caution number 5 out on the speedway. Devin Smith thought he had room to come down, didn't realize that the 65 of Lingerfeld was there, and they stack up. Devin's going to take a hard shot from that number 36 machine. Poor Kyle's been in a lot of incidences tonight. Managed to stay out in front of the pace car though. Going to be completing lap 74 this time by. Morrow, Cochran, Demur, Lapinas, and Steele are top 5. Thank everybody for joining. We are just shy of 50 laps away from the end of this race. We've had our dust-ups though. Nothing too major, just a couple overshot turn entries, getting into the back of the car in front of him. Nothing malicious or intentional by any means. But Ben Morrow has now been leading for a little while, but we got Matt Cochran and Dean Demur. Dean Demur led a lot of the early stages of this race. He's going to be anxious to get that lead back and maybe trap that number 4 on the high side. We'll see how they jump on this restart. They got to wait for the flagman to say go. Morrow gets a great jump. The 41 and 4 are going to be side by side as we head down into turns 1 and 2. Cochran not quite able to fully clear that 41 of Demur. Travis Lepenis, Michael Steele waiting right behind them. Dean Demur is able to get a little bit of an advantage now that the tires have started heating up, building up air pressure in those things. Matt Cochran battling back on the high side though, not willing to give up any of his track position. Still side by side. Dean Demur is going to clear him, but now Travis Lepenis is trying to get underneath the 4 car. They're able to slink into single file. We got Morrow, Demur, Cochran, Lepenis, and Steele rounding out our top 5, followed by Brad Stefane, Josh Fox, Carroll, Caps, and Qualley. Now that the 41 has cleared the 4, we'll see if he's going to be able to reel in that number 13 machine. Ben Morrow has been pretty fast. His last lap was a 20.09. Dean Demur was a 21.5. Matt Cochran a 20.11. Very close times by the top 3 drivers. And we all have our track favorites. We got Jeremy's been in chat a little bit, and we know he's pulling for his brother, or maybe even Michael Steele. Michael's currently running around in that P7 machine. I saw a little dust up back there. Looked like someone got into the outside wall just a little bit, but they're able to keep it going straight. We got 40 laps to go. Ben Morrow currently has 0.8 second lead over the second place car of Dean Demur. Oh, Dean hard onto the outside wall. Hopefully that didn't tear any rear suspension up. Car definitely has a skew to it now as he's running down the straightaway. That might have cost him the race. Looks like he is falling back just a little bit. Last several laps, Ben Morrow has been quicker. Matt Cochran in third. I'm sure he's hoping that Dean's going to burn up his stuff, maybe slap that wall another time or two, give him the opportunity he needs to get back up to him. Brad Stefane, your mom's favorite driver, currently right around MP number 4. Josh Fox currently in our top 5 position. Josh has been pretty consistent. He did get in a little bit of a dust up earlier, but nothing he did on his own. Josh is a former 2-time EFRL champion. Travis Lapinus on that number 16 machine, currently sitting in P6. Right behind him, teammate Michael Steele. Michael Steele's an EFRL Dirt Car champion, Falcon Graphics Touring Dirt Series champion. Michael's just welcomed a new bundle of joy into the world last week. Congratulations once again, Mr. Michael Steele. Adam Capps from Elite Entertainment, series sponsor, currently riding in P number 8. He is up 5 positions from where he started. Dean Qualley, our rookie race winner, currently sitting in P number 9. He is up 7 positions from where he started. Been keeping that machine looking pretty clean so far. See if he's got anything for these boys as they run later and later here. I know he did change right side tires, so that might play a factor into it. Back up front with Mr. Ben Morrow. He has lost a little bit of ground to that 41 machine of Dean Demur. Dean is now within 0.6 of a second. See the gap there. Jump on board. We're looking at the front windshield of that number 41 machine. You can see he's right down against those rumble strips on the inside, trying to make him help him turn a little bit. Gotta be smooth, easy on the throttle coming out, not to spin those rear tires. 25 laps to go. It's getting close to crunch time. These guys do have quite a bit of a lead over Lingerfeld. Oh, sorry, Brad Stefane. Matt Cochran has fallen to 4th. And it's one thing to catch a guy. It's another thing to be able to pass him here. It's a very tough, very tight track. The car looks angry as it's trying to reel in the 13 of Ben Morrow. Ben needs to make sure he's looking ahead and not looking back and staying extremely smooth. All it takes is one little misjudge on the corner for that 41 to be all over him. .20 laps to go. Dean has closed that gap to 0.4. gaining on him ever so slightly. Dean was 1/10 faster that last lap. They're still running. Ben Marlow is running at 23.4. Dean is running at 20.25. Demers was just 7/100ths of a second faster that last lap. He's getting within striking distance, but he's going to need to time it just right because you don't want to get by him too early to where he can get back to you. Dean looking to the inside, not quite. Marl's got a fast car. Last lap by, those two ran identical lap times. Ben needs to concentrate on hitting his marks and not pay attention to that big black and orange machine in his rearview mirror. Laps are winding down. We've got an epic battle brewing as we come down to the wire between the 13 of Ben Marlow and the 41 of Dean Demmer. Demmer closes the gap. He's right to the back bumper of that number 13 machine. They have a huge gap between these two and back to third place of Brad Stefane. Both drivers trying to just be smooth, not miss their marks. All it takes is one little bobble by either driver for this race to be over. .13 running a little bit of a higher line coming out of turn number 2. 41's looking to the inside. Oh, he jumps up on that berm, almost gets loose. 9 laps to go for the 13 of Ben Marlow. of Demers is right to the back bumper of the 13. So far he's unable to find a way to get a run to get around him. He's at his left rear quarter panel as they go down the back straightaway. He's got a nose underneath him as they exit turn number 4, driving down the front straightaway. It's a drag race. Ben Marlow holds on to the lead that time by. It has to go into the corner a little bit higher. They're side by side as they exit turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Dean Demers is going to have a little bit of advantage. The 13 gets up into the marbles, just glances a blow off that outside wall. That could be the mistake that the 41 machine needed. He's gotten by him. He is setting sail. Matt Cochran and the 23 of Fox have gotten around Brad Stefane. 5 laps to go. Dean Demers has built up a little bit of a gap over the 13 machine. Ben put on a pretty good battle. One little mistake, and the 41 was able to clear him. Dean Qualley, our rookie winner, is up to P number 9. Three laps to go for the 41 machine of Dean Demers. Matt Cochran holding on to P number 3 with Josh Fox in 4th, and Bradley Stefane rounding out the top 5. Cochran's got Fox all over his back bumper. 2 laps to go. If he wants a podium finish, he's got to hold on to it. White flag is in the air for Dean Demers. Looks like Dean's going to break the curse. It's the night of the Deans. Dean Qualley followed by the 41 of Dean Demers. Final results: Demers, Morrow, Cochran, Fox, Lepenis, Steele, Caps, Qualley, Stefane, and Lingerfelder, our top 10. Great race. We had a couple cautions tonight, but not too bad. It's short track racing. We'll give that number 41 a second to burn it down. They'll line up, and we will start doing some interviews. We'll get that 41 back in the booth with us again. All right, let's see if these boys are ready to get their interview on. All right, it looks like we do have our 3rd place finisher up in the booth. All right, bringing home that number 4 car in P number 3 tonight, we got the driver, Matt Cochran. Congratulations, Matt.
Thank you, Mick.
That was an interesting race, buddy. You had a lot of ups and downs tonight.
Yeah, I did. I just tried to keep it clean. You know, I never took tires, fixed damage that I had earlier in the race, and just kept my head down and paid attention to who was around me and raced them clean.
How were your tires at the end of that race?
They were, hold on, I'll tell you. Oh, I don't think I can. Oh, yeah, I can. My tires at the end of the race were 43 and 78.
Wow,
Right.
That's actually not bad. In our rookie race, they were at, one guy had 50% at the end of the race. And that was only 60 laps.
Yeah. It's just, you know, it's when do you come take the tires and when do you not take the tires in the advanced series. And I was like, well, I'm going to wait a while. And I was like, well, I'll just stay out and see what happens.
Well, you definitely did some great wreck avoidance tonight. There was a couple close calls.
Yes, sir, it was. It was wild back there in the back.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to block this whole track up.
No, sir, it does not. But no, it's a good race. want to thank you, Mick, for the stream. Darnell Racing, Elite Motorsports, Dustin Craig Carroll for making my paint schemes, Dean Qualley for letting us race also. And that's it.
All
Hopefully we
right.
can get some more.
Yeah, it was a nice field tonight. There's a couple cautions, but it's short track racing. You gotta kind of expect that.
Yes, sir.
All right, bud. We will catch you back next week.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right, up in the booth, we got our second place finisher, Mr. Ben Morrow. Ben, you led the second half of that race for quite a while. Just didn't quite have enough tires at the end, or?
Yeah, I didn't take tires at any point. I ran the original set the whole way through, which I think Matt Cochran did too. So I don't know if that was it or not. The balance was really good because whenever I did pit for fuel, I turned auto fuel off and cranked it the whole way up to have the extra weight in the back end, so the car was a little bit freer for me. And after that, the thing just came to life. So I was sort of like, yeah, heck with it. I don't need tires. Well, yeah, I mean, what was it, about 4 laps to go? He got by me.
Yeah, and it took him a long time. He was able to get to your bumper, but he couldn't get any runs coming off the corner on you.
Yeah, it was kind of over at that point, anyways. Like once he got to within like 0.2 of me, I kind of knew that if it came down to it on the last lap, he's probably gonna nudge me a little bit. And if that's the case, I'm on old tires. I'm not going to have any defense for that. So once he got that close to me, I sort of felt like I had to start driving it in way deeper than I wanted to, just to keep off of him. And then I heated the right front up too much, I think, because like the last 5 laps, I just had no turn coming off the corner.
And then that one lap, it looked like when he did get around you, you got up into the marbles quite a bit.
Yeah, I was trying to hang on his outside and make something happen. It definitely wasn't going to work. But yeah, it was the idea, just run the top a little bit harder than he was running the bottom, and it didn't work out too well for me. But
overall, bringing it home P number 2 tonight, that's a great finish.
Yeah, I'm thrilled with that. I didn't see that one coming. I thought going into this race that I'd be pretty good here, but then I ran a bunch of practice earlier and like spectated the rookie series race, and from knowing how fast those guys were running and what my times were, I thought I was going to be like 8th place at best, let alone get wrecked twice and fix a little bit of damage, not take tires and wind up second. That's a home run. So
yeah, it was definitely a good run for you. You're up 5 positions from where you started. Front end looks a little narrower than it was when we started, but didn't seem to hurt you too bad.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that either. Like, I know that these cars aren't very aero dependent, obviously, but I kind of got sandwiched between Kyle and the wall when he got turned, and I thought for sure it was going to at least have the toe knocked out or something. But who knows? Maybe that's what loosened me up, because the second half of the race, the thing just it drove like it was a different car.
All right, bud. Well, congratulations on your second place finish. Anyone you'd like to give a shout out to tonight?
Definitely Dean for running me clean, given that I dumped him last week accidentally, and then he chose not to for this one. So,
well, congratulations, bud. We hope to see you back next week.
Yep, thank you.
All right, bud. You have a good night.
Yep, you too.
Well, Dean, you gave it your all. You won the rookie race, came back in the advanced series, had an up and down night. You were up top 5 for a little while.
Oh man, these guys mean business. Totally different racing atmosphere, that's for sure.
Yeah, they were definitely aggressive.
Yeah, but you know what? These guys can handle it. I definitely learned a lot.
So you're happy staying in the rookie class?
Absolutely. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, if I can win another race, maybe, hopefully, I wouldn't mind giving it another shot here. But yeah, these guys are definitely a different level of playing field.
All right, bud. Well, let's go ahead and bring up Mr. Dean DeMer with us. All right, we got the Deans in the booth. It was the show of the Deans tonight.
Hell yeah. I can't believe I won that race. I got spun early, and I didn't know if the cautions and green flag were going to fall into my favor there.
It definitely took you a little bit to get by Mr. Morrow.
It was hard, man. I was surprised how those old tires were holding up. That was he did a really good job. I had to work for it there.
He gave you a shout out for racing him clean. He enjoyed it, and he was really happy coming home P2 tonight.
Oh yeah, right back at him, man. I mean, we had a little incident last week, but that was a racing deal. So I'm glad it was him and I to race it out at the end.
I tell you, after you guys got spun, it was you and Brad Stefan early. I didn't know if you were going to be able to make it back up through the field as fast as these guys were running.
It was hard. I had a couple cautions. I was able to dodge the wrecks and just kind of just stay out there. I had a little bit fresher tires, so.
I was going to say the 13 didn't take any tires the whole race.
No, that's the impressive part. I don't know how he held on for as long as he did. For a while there, I was running about 8, 9 tenths behind him, and I wasn't gaining anything, so it definitely had me worried.
But then you did collect the outside wall a pretty good shot one time, too.
I was hoping you wouldn't see that, but yeah, I ate the wall off, I think 4. I was just trying too hard, and I backed it down a little bit.
Took you a couple laps to regroup.
I was trying not to hit the wall again, Mick.
Overall, that was a pretty impressive run, Dean. I started on the pole, led quite a few of our early laps, ended up getting caught up in a wreck, and started way in the back, and you made a run out of it, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was I worked a lot harder than I thought I was gonna have to this race, but it was fun, and for the most part, it was really clean for Martinsville.
Yeah, I think we only had 5 cautions, and really for a short track, 125 laps, that's not that bad.
No, that's not bad. I definitely will say it's probably better than like official racing, so because really no one has brains over there.
All right, bud. Well, who'd you like to give a shout out to tonight?
Wow, I forgot all my shout outs because I haven't won in a while, but I want to thank Rocky Faith Motorsports, Carhartt, Freight Trucking, all the boys back at my team for believing in me every week, and it means a lot, their support. Mr. Dean Qualley here with me for putting the show on and everything that you do, man. I appreciate your support as well. Just everybody that's involved with this deal, and you, Mick, for broadcasting.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to seeing you guys bang doors again next week.
Fun fact, I don't think I've ever raced Hickory, so I think I have to buy the track to even race next week. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, boys. Well, congratulations on both of you on your wins tonight. We look forward to seeing you all back next week.
Thank you, Mick. Appreciate it.
All right, Dean, Qualley, is there anything you'd like to say before we let you go?
Just thank you, Mick, for broadcasting and everybody that's a part of this league and series. Congrats on the win, Dean. Congrats on the top 3. Yeah, let's go do it again next week.
All right, sounds good, boys. You guys have a wonderful night.
You too.
All right, that's going to do it for us at All the Dirt. And from myself and Dean Qualley at the EFRL, thanks everybody for tuning in for our EFRL late model double headers on Tuesday nights. Come back next week for Hickory Motor Speedway.